going on, guys? We're in Puerto Vallarta. We're doing the top 5 Vallarta highlights and shopping tour. We just got off the ship. There's a little bit of shops right there. You can probably see it. We're getting on the buses right now. Really easy process. We loaded up out of the Royal Theater on deck 3, and that's about it. We'll see what happens in Puerto Vallarta. All right, so we're on the bus. Pretty nice. See, there's the ship. Did a pretty good job of just following the signs, follow the line, and they'll escort you. But this is the tour we're going on. Puerto Vallarta, top 5 Vallarta highlights and shopping.
We are going through the other side of the Marina area, which is quite a new place. And then we're going down all the way to downtown area. We're going to make a little walk along the boardwalk. See? Where you will have a nice view all the way through the bay and to the mountains. See, to see the sculptures, to see the church of the Lady of Guadalupe. And then we're going to stop in a little place for tequila.
Yes!
Beer.
Woo!
Or water. Then we're going to make a little walk into the island known as Rio Guale, which is a really interesting gallery and all the nice Mexican junk. You've been there, right? Which is known as a flea market.
Ah.
And after that, we will see the romantic zone, the romantic area. And then we get back to the ship. Right now, as you notice, it's 9:45, according with local time. We have 4 hours for this tour. Nobody knows our city, nobody cares our city to begin with, because we are located right on the middle of the country, but way at the end of the Sierra Madre Mountains. Those mountains you can see way over to your right, see? They made a kind of a bay. That's where we are, in a kind of a bay with a form like horseshoes, like a big horseshoes. Of course, also we have our rainy season, but the rainy season is July, August, September, and part of October, and that's it. We don't have no more rain until the next year. But let me tell you, that when we got rain, we got rain. It's no kidding. We are located at the same latitude, altitude is Hawaii. So that is why you will see there is much green than the other places that you've been. Look at the sculpture. Look at the sculpture on the right side. It's not beautiful, amigos? The one dedicated to a whale and his baby. Everything start growing up on the area. So it's why, look through your left, there is a very big shopping mall where many of the local people, they come down to shop into that area. Along this area to your right, look, we got many of these hotels. Look, those condominiums, see? Of course, because they are along the beach area. We are approaching little by little through downtown area. As soon as we are approaching through there, you will see to how the area is getting a little crowded, thanks to all those new constructions, and thanks to this boulevard will be end, and we get into an area is where the streets are very narrow. Look over to your right, amigos. You will see a beautiful thatched roof. Look now over to your right. Look at the beautiful thatched roof. Belongs to this hotel Fiesta Americana. Take a look to how all this area, which belongs to them, is being built way back in 1960, 1975, 1980, Well, they keep the area so nice, so intact, just as the way it was built. This means that they try to maintain that kind of a nice flavor, that kind of a nice feeling, architectural style, way on the right. Even with the streets with cobblestones. Why we keep the cobblestone streets? Well, thanks to you, because you always say it looks colonial, it looks old, give nice old atmosphere through the city. Even you say they looks charming. So as you like it so much, I'm going to make you walk along them, and you will see how charming they are. You will feel how charming they are. Over here to your right, we have this hotel, which is known as Bougainvillea Sheraton. Also is considered one of the best hotels in town. Even the hotel was built way back in 1976. It's still considered one of the best. Even to the hotel looks more like a hospital, or even like a prison. See, like a prison. Well, that's because all the rooms are facing through the ocean. They are facing to the ocean, and is located a walking distance to downtown area. We are now on the main street of downtown area, what we what we can say is the main street, the main one and the only one. There's no way to say I get lost in Puerto Vallarta, because we have only street in and one street out. See, as we have the ocean a block away from here and the mountains 2 blocks away from here.
So we just got off the bus. Now we're taking a tour of the boardwalk. Bunch of sculptures, things to see. If you like the video so far, don't forget to hit the like button. It'll help others with the YouTube algorithm find this on their tours for Puerto Vallarta, off of Royal Caribbean or whatever tour ship that they might be on. I'm sure he'll tell us a little bit of history of those sculptures.
Kind of a pre-Hispanic show that they make in order to the sun, in order to the god. The sun. They're running around that post.
In case y'all are wondering, this is like the main boardwalk, fairly new, built in Puerto Vallarta a few years ago after a hurricane must have came through about 6 years ago, and then he said they rebuilt it all, and that's where we're at right now.
Will you sticker? They don't afford to pass again. And this building was a hotel. What's important is in this building, it used to stay Richard Burton, Eva Garden, the Hurricanes, Sualaño, and George Houston. See? And what's real important is how much they paid to stay here way back in 1963. You know how much? $2. You know that? $2. That was the price of the room on this place. Because remember, during those days, nobody cares Puerto Vallarta. Nobody knows about this star. Everyone in those days, from Canada, United States, or even Mexico, they tried to go through Acapulco, which is a famous place.
Yes.
60s, 70s, close to the 80s. Then Cancun, you know, Rivera Maya, Mérida, then Cabo. And just until the last 10 years is when Vallarta started receiving this group. Okay? Is when, unfortunately, everything is just so big. But as I said, basically with apartments like the one you will see, look way back there, don't know the type of construction. But this area, we try to keep it and maintain like the way it was. Look how the boardwalk with all these type of trees today are very important as was part of the main industry of agriculture of Puerto Vallarta. What that means? You see the trees? Do you know what those are?
Almond.
Correcto. Almond trees. See? Almond trees. They was part of the main industry that we used to have here in Vallarta. This open area, it used to be the marina. Many years ago, the first cruise ship used to dock here, which was known as Lotboat, or Pacific Princess, to give us a lot of publicity. That's why you will see right in the corner, we have a lighthouse and another one way up on the hill.
Picture time, yes. Picture para la foto. The picture for the nation, amigos. Hello, everybody. Come on, don't go without your picture memory. Ready for tips.
Almost finished the tree. Maybe by the end of the year that will be ready.
We're like in a little city center right across the street from the boardwalk we were just at. Oh, restroom break action. Nothing too much to see. Nice little waterfall there.
2, 3. Hey. Adios, señor.
So you can see, amigos, get a little closer, please. This is a church was started to be built on the year of the 1908. Finished by the end of 1968. Took that long because the church was built with donations of the people. See, the government, they don't care, they don't build no more any buildings in nowhere of Mexico. See, their church and government are separated, totally separated. The 12 days before, we have a big celebrations because the little Guadalupe in Mexico is considered the main saint patron of the country, as well the queen of our cities. You will see they construct the building with bricks and they keep it that way, and then the government tried to cover the skull of the building with the stucco, like you can see in this building right in here, and they say no. And that way the building looks older, no? Looks nice and keep nice old atmosphere. That it doesn't happen inside. as you will see, is very well decorated with stucco and with gold leaf. All the columns and the arches, as well the square where the image of the Lady of Guadalupe is all gold leaf, 24 carats. And all that is being paid by the people, the local people. When you are in Mexico, you want to know where is the heart of the city, always looking for a plaza like this, the city hall and the church. Then you will know you are in the center of the main square of the buildings. All right.
You want to go inside?
Yes, of course. Watch your step. All right, we're officially in the church, guys.
Thank you for donation.
They released her image. Looks like they put a marker of Jesus in it.
Sky of the church. Make sure you know where your tour group meets up because it's a little bit of chaos.
See, I can remember coming, we went down this
Well, you see how narrow are the streets here?
Yeah.
See? Thank you.
Hey, watch it.
Mexican. All these buildings, they're all behind you, like the one in the corner and three more in the back are schools.
Alright, so we're walking to a place to get like a drink, cerveza, tequila, whatever you choose. Pretty nice, clean place, he said. And then we're going to a flea market, which is right up my alley. Let's see if I can't get anything. I'll have to test. I brought a magnet with me, guys. So if you do want to come and shop for silver, I recommend you bring like a nice magnet because you cannot guarantee that some of this silver is legit. So bring a magnet with you guys just in case you want to test it before you buy. Like in a silver shopping. The corner here. This must be like the flea market area he's taking us to, I'm assuming.
Why famous? Because at one time there was only one line of river. See? And this river on the rainy season there was so much water to divide the town south with the north. And many times the people on the south they could cross the river with all this rush water. See? Later they put an island. Nowadays is a kind of a, as I said before, a gallery, an art, a real art work that you will see. Is about half a mile with all this exposition of nice Mexican junk. Okay, what you see is very big, nice and extension. That's well beautiful kind of a botanic garden. And look, all the way down there, shops, and more shops. This is the place where you have to fight against those people. So remember this shop right here because this is going to be the meeting. And 45 minutes. Okay?
All right.
12:30. Yes, sir.
12:30. All right.
Today.
Pretty nice tour so far. They're giving us like a 45-minute break, kind of like in the flea market area, to kind of do some shopping, bargaining. I wanted to notate, you know that silver place that we were just in to get a quick drink, a restroom break. It was bright white, very high on markup. I mean, there were people haggling some of the group. They started off, for example, on something for like $200. And when she started walking out, they lowered the price to $100. And then she still said no. She's sitting on the curb outside waiting for the group. They came out with 80. She said no. They lowered the price to 70. She still said no. They went to 60. She still said no. Then finally they said $50. She still said no because she wasn't appreciative of how they were haggling and hounding her. But just to give you an idea of the markup here, guys, they start out really high. And I do recommend bringing a magnet because there are situations where they might try to sell you some fake silver, especially off of the street vendors. So I do have that with me just in case, but so far that's what we're dealing with. I like the tour though, very cool. We've still got some scenery going up a mountain to get some good shots for you guys. Found a little hidden gem spot for booths and flea market locally. See what kind of damage we can do here. It's like an endless trail. A lot of these shops have the same stuff, so if they don't give you a price that you want, move on to someone else that will give you the price. Trust me, they negotiate too. Whatever they say, do not take it. Cut it in half at least. Here's a little magnet that I brought. Test your silver, guys. There's another one. Oh, here comes the pit bull. Hopefully he's friendly. Yep. You survived today, buddy. All right. Endless trail of flea market shopping. Wow, keeps going, guys. Pretty nice. They picked the bus right here, right off the flea market.
Oh my God.
And that guy wanted to be an idiot. But yeah, very convenient bus loading right off of the flea market
All
location.
the kids, they get out of school now. As I said before, 80% of the education is run by the government. The reason why the kids wear uniforms, because every single school, private or public, or public, they have to wear uniforms. See? In this case, today it will be the last day of school. So as I said, they're going to get into a vacations for 2 weeks, which is good, no?
Yeah.
And that's why we have quite a little traffic right now. Will he make us look this torn in such a narrow street?
It's
green
and orange.
The buggy.
Wow.
He needs only 2 engines on each side to make it well. Eh? How about that? Bravo, 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 bravo. Okay, bravo. So as soon as we pass here, look, we are going to be at the other side of the bridge, or I must say of the river. The bridge where we were, that's numero uno, bridge number 1. This is bridge number 2, and we have a bridge number 3. Whatever, you can see there along the island that you like. By the way, I don't ask you, do you like that place? You make a good shopping? Only one person? Oh, come on, amigo. Be nice. You got to be nice. Look to your right. Look way to your right. All the way down. You can see the pasito. Look the bridge. See it? That between the sidewalk of the boardwalk. And right here, you see, is way down part of the gallery and part of that island. But look, right here, look that apartment building. And look at what a beautiful it is. But this is the begin, the real begin of all these apartments and all these type of brand new constructions to the people made on the last few years. Take a look how the apartments, the buildings themselves are different from one to another. From one to another. So you can see that makes the difference in prices. See? Some, they can be from about $500 US a month to $2,000 a month. Look, at night, all this area has a beautiful chairs, tables outside with a lot of lights. Look at the shops, ladies. Look at the shops on the right side. This is a more high quality of shops. See, that is why besides it is known a romantic zone, is also known as pink zone, the pink zone area. You don't imagine, I don't want to say this, but you don't imagine how much corruption that we have here on the last 15 years with these governors to permit or to keep those permissions to construct all those buildings up on the hill. The real beautiful, we believe it that way, the real beautiful, the real nice protection that we have in Vallarta are our mountains with the jungle. And these people, with all these buildings, are destroying that ecological area. Many years ago, we used to have a lot of wild animals and hundreds of birds. Well, amigos, we are approaching through our marina. This is where we are going to drop you. We're going to drop you at the main first pier, because you need to pass the checkpoint, the control, in order to keep the security on the marina area. For the ones that would like to, they have electric cars plant to give you a ride. It's a short distance, but anyhow, they have shuttle little buses, electric buses, to take you into the front door of the ship. This is because we have there a big shopping mall for the one that would like to continue to shopping. For the one that don't, well, you can go straight down to your beautiful cruise. Right by the main marina. The only thing you need to do now is to get through that building on the left side, and the first door there is the gate where you pass the control of the checkpoint. You see your ship is very close, but now there are a nice electric cups like a golf carts. See? Okay, so thank you very much. Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New York. Okay? Bye bye.
Alright, right at the drop off. I guess you have a few shops to go through until you get to security. See if there's anything else to buy. Then we'll head back onto the ship, guys. Gourmet chocolate. That caught my eye, that's for sure. I might have to go in there and see what's all that. More shops, trinkets. If you want any souvenirs, you can definitely get it right off the ship without having to take any excursion. Because they got everything you can ask for. Now the price is probably a little bit hiked up versus the flea market area we were at. But you do have options, that's for sure. Made it back. There's the two ships. So it's a pretty easy process going back through the checkpoint. Get the ship's pass card and they just scan your bags. You can't bring any alcohol through. You can buy alcohol after you get through the checkpoint. They have like a duty-free shop, chocolate, drinks, whatever, but that's about it. And then there's another checkpoint. Go through like 2 or 3 before you get back to the ship. Just have your ship's pass card out. If y'all don't feel like doing the walk from the checkpoint all the way back to the ship, they do have a little station area where people can wait, and it's like a little trolley. Here it comes, actually, right here. So you can wait in line and you can hop on one of those if you want. Guys, that was it from Puerto Vallarta. Hopefully you had a good time watching the video. If you did, hit the like button. And if you want to see the other port calls that we did while on Navigator of the Seas, we went to Cabo, and we also went to Mazatlan. So if you want to see how that went, down below. Mazatlan was really cool. It's better than Cabo in my opinion, but they both had pretty good features. You'll see in the links. And then I'm also doing a video of the casino and a whole ship's tour of Navigator of the Seas also, which will be linked below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy your cruise. Peace.
So this is the